Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is, and shall always will be, Learning Left-Handed. In the last week, I have done many amazing things, as I usually do, but this time it was quite amazing, if I do say so for myself. Now, I record this on Monday, and it comes out on Thursdays, so I will catch you up on my last 7 days. First things first, on the Wednesday, I went indoor skydiving for the first time at the iFly in Stratford. I highly recommend that you do it. If you go on a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, it is significantly cheaper. Check out those dates. After that, on Thursday, I went to the Bank of England's Lates, which was honestly pretty good. I really enjoyed it. You got to pick up a bar of gold, and I even had a joke with some of my office because I bought them the gold bar biscuits, you know, those ones that are about £1. Yeah, they're fun. It was a nice little surprise for them, so I got them that. On the Saturday, I went out to Hampton Court Palace and I got to see some jousting. That was, to be honest, really awesome. I highly recommend that. What am I up to this week? Well, on Tuesday, I am going to my first roast battle. That's going to be brilliant. And no, that does not mean it is beef versus beef or something stupid like that. No, it is comedians taking the piss out of each other. And on Thursday, I will be going to Camden with my best mate to go and listen to some amazing comedy. For £4, you get comedy and a pint. You can't argue with those results, can you? Not in this economy. And now, without a further ado, let us continue. Okay, so what we're going to continue with talking about today is what we talked about in episode 3, which is some of the amazing steps for the laws of power. So we've cleared step 1 is keep it vague and keep it simple, aka like religion, and step 2, emphasise the visual and essential over the intellectual, aka go for the oh my God, that's amazing, over the it's 3 plus 3. We're going to continue on with the next 3 steps of this process. So get your pens and pencils out ready. You got them? Good. Step 3, borrow the forms of organised religions to structure the group. Find a way to both elevate and comfort in elevation, aka inside your pseudo-religion. You're going to have different tiers depending on how much money they have given. Only to create a ritual for your followers. For example, it could be anything as simple as doing 10 minutes of yoga first thing in the morning, all the way to having a big bowl of pasta. Both will work. Maybe not at the same time, though. Give some people some titles once they've reached certain ranks. And this will also, demand tribute. So, more money, more peoples. Step 4, disguise your source of income. Don't reveal that you've nicked money from everybody, aka via your tribute. Looking at you, Christianity. Step 5, set up an us versus them dynamic, because there's nothing that puts people together than to have someone to fight against. That is why in movies where it is aliens versus earthlings, generally all the world governments suddenly drop everything and become fast friends. Think about that. You got to make your believers believe they are in the most exclusive club going. Remember that. You there? Also got to remember they are unified in the fact that they are on the inside, at least in their minds, and everyone else is on the outside. Now, what do you think about that, everybody? Is there something that's crossed your mind, or maybe it'll help you grow your new religion? If you do grow your religion, please invite me to it, and I shall not be paying any tributes, but I will enjoy the bowl of pasta given to me. Next, now, we have a few people out there who do the job that I used to love doing, which is copywriting. Now, it's a bit falling out at the bottom for me at the moment, but that's okay. I'm enjoying my new job, so don't worry about me, guys. But anyway, here's some trends that I have noticed over the last week. Voice search is on a hell of a rise. It has gone from practically nothing 2 years ago to most of the time, to be fair, it's most of the way people do it now. Think about that. 2, there is more blog posts. Long-form, data-driven articles that attract a specific buyer persona. Now, what this means is that, say you are selling something that is only going to sell to 20 people across the world. First of all, that is an interesting sales strategy. Hopefully you'll know all 20 of them personally, or at least go to their bar mitzvahs / Christian dipping, or whatever they call it. So basically what that means is they would like more details, and they're happy to read it. Third, script writing is in. Consider targeting podcast as a niche to find clients. Basically, podcasting is on the up and up. Well, look at me. I wouldn't be sitting here surrounded by some amazing people who help me write, some amazing gifts from various countries and companies. That is all we have on copywriting trends this week. We will be doing another one in a fortnight if this one works out quite well. So if you do like it, leave a comment below that you enjoyed it. And finally today, we are talking about some amazing little TikToks that I have found during my week that you can add to your life and mental power. Psychological hacks, double binds, aka you think you're giving someone a choice, but you're only giving them the illusion of choice. For example, if you have a kid and he has to have a bath, yes or no? Yes, obviously, but that's not the question you ask. You can ask him if he wants it to have it before dinner or after dinner. And the kid will be placated and everyone will be fine. And this was a list done by one of my writers who, for some reason, brings a notepad and pen into the shower with him. And he's so labelled them shower faults. Moving is hard alone. What he means is moving house is hard alone. Yeah, that's a good point. Anyone can thank you, but not everyone does. When someone seems mad, you assume it's your fault. But when someone's happy, you don't assume it's your fault. Just study. Don't cheat. For the people out there who have cheated, at the end of the day, the way you've cheated is you wrote everything down and you realise, I don't need these play cards. This is the way I learned how to do it. Just a thought for the future. Oh, a very powerful thing that's what people are talking about now is a coming soon page. This can mean anything from certain tyres to certain, well, anything really. Coming soon. Just a thought. Another thought is that everyone is making their own merch these days. I'm talking your hats, your t-shirts, your stuff like that. If you start selling them, you might make yourself a little bit of money. Think about that for your business. Nice little side hustle there. Here's a few things that people check in restaurants before they go in or during their meal, so as they will make them return. Are the staff overworked? Check. Is there too many menu choices? Because if you have Mexican and sushi on the same list, there is something wrong and you're going to get some bad sushi. That's for sure. Ask where the oysters come from. If you are in a seafood place, obviously. If you go into a chicken shop, I dare you to say that to the boss man. Next, if you smell fish, don't eat fish. Basically, this last point is if the nationality of the people of the food are in there, it's generally good food. And we all know that one. Here are some things that are written by the same shower guy, as we shall now refer to him as. And here's some things that feel illegal but aren't. Overtaking a police car. Petting other people's animals. Putting milk in before the cereal. And for the people who do that, you're nuts. Bringing snacks to the movies. Not illegal, everyone does it. Socks and sandals. You know who you are. And calling parents by their real names. By the way, for the people who are looking for some, there was a comment last week from I believe it was someone from Paraguay who was asking me, do I know any websites that do captioning services? And there is one that I wanted to talk about. It's called Rev. Check it out, that's rev.com. They're not the cheapest, but they are generally some of the better people are doing it there. Oh, and if you ever want to be remembered in a restaurant, either remember the person's name or leave a large tip. Now, that's all we have time for today. Please do check out my favourite sponsor, which is Boo and Bubs. They are an amazing little Etsy store making handcrafted jewellery. Check it out. Buy something. They will honestly love it. And honestly, you will treasure the item. They have got new stuff coming out more or less every week, every day sometimes. So keep checking on it. I would refresh the page every morning and buy something every night. But hey, I'm paid to tell you that. And as always, everyone, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for learning left-handed.